Welcome to Module 15, SQL Injection Lab. This is part of CEH version 13. Now, in this lab, there are going to be two lab tasks. Number one is perform SQL injection attack, and number two, detect SQL injection vulnerability using various SQL injection tools, where we are going to use OWASP ZAP. Let's start with lab number one, perform SQL injection attack. So our first step is to perform an attack against an MS SQL to extract databases using SQL map. Let's go to our parrot, log in, open up Mozilla Firefox, go to the website http://www.moviescope.com. So I'm going to enter the username as Sam and the password is test. Don't save the password. And it is logged in, which is good. Let's click on View Profile. Right-click and select Inspect. So we have the developer tools there. Let's go to the Console tab. Here I'm going to type document.cookie. Document.cookie. All right, so here is my cookie. I'm going to go ahead, copy this message, right click. Interesting. Right click didn't work, so I'm just going to Control C. Just make sure I have copied them. Yes, I have copied them, which is good. Now I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to paste it here just for reference. I'm going to go ahead and open up terminal. Right click, open terminal, sudo su. I want to be root. Now I'm going to be running the SQL map. So SQL map hyphen u. So this specifies the target URL. I've gone ahead and typed the URL. I have pasted the cookie and I'm typing DBS, which basically enumerates all the databases. And let's press enter. So here you see, do you want to skip test payload specific for other DBM SES? So I'm going to say yes. And even for the next message, I'm going to say yes. So it's testing a whole bunch of things. So our SQL map will try to retrieve the databases present within the server. All right, so I'm going to press Y again on this. Okay, so it has found a whole bunch of databases. Okay. So from here, what we can do is we can decide and choose a database, and from there we can retrieve the tables. So we are going to go ahead and choose the database movie scope. So I'm going to go ahead and type the command, and instead of DBS, I'm going to type -D. My database is movie scope, and I need to get tables. And press the enter key. Now here are the list of tables. Now there are 11 tables here. Now let's go ahead and pick the table user login So we are going to go ahead and retrieve the table content of the column user login. So let's type the commands. So I'm going to use the same previous command. Now this time I'm going to select a table called user underscore login, and I'm going to dump it. So it has gone ahead and retrieved the entire table and all the columns, and it has shared. And here we can see the password. Now, if you want, we could go ahead and verify it. We could go ahead and log in with John and QWERTY. So let's go to the Firefox. I'm going to go to the link here. I'm going to close it, log out. Now here in the username, I'm going to type John and the password is QWERTY. Press the enter key. I'm not going to save the password. All right, it worked. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start an interactive shell. So let's go back to the terminal. We are going to run the similar command, but I'm going to delete all the parameters, the database, table, and everything. I'm going to type -os -shell. Let's wait. Do you want SQL map to try to optimize values for DBMS delayed response? Yes. Okay, so now we see the shell here. Let's type hostname. Do you want to retrieve the command? I'm going to say yes. Server 2019. So that's an interactive shell. Let's type task list. So this should basically show up all the tasks that are running. And yeah, it's definitely my Windows server. So we can use other tools that are mentioned here. So we used SQL Map as one, but there are other tools that you could use for similar setup. So I'm going to go ahead and exit this. Let's go ahead and answer the question. Use the SQL Map tool to perform a SQL injection attack on the website www.moviescope.com to extract databases from the MS SQL database. Attempt to retrieve the table content of the column user-login. Enter the password for the username Steve. So let's go up. Here is Steve. Steve has a password as password. Very creative. So that is end of lab number 1 of SQL injection. Thank you.